Hey everyone, David here with T&D Sports Cards. I would like to welcome you to our newest video. And today we are doing our weekend way back, and we are going to go way back to 1991. And for this video, I'm going to try to do, actually I'm going to do something a little different than what we have been doing normally with our weekend waybacks. And what I would like to do moving forward is on the first weekend of every month, we're going to do a full box break. And what we have here is a 1991 Fleer Ultra basketball. It's a 36-pack wax pack, and I believe this is Series 1. So the big card, well, there's really one big card we'll be looking for, and that's the Michael Jordan base card. There are a couple of Michael Jordan cards in here, but the base card is the one we're really hoping to find. I believe that most of the rookie cards were saved for the Series 2 release. I'm not 100% sure on that, but just based on some quick referencing, it looked like a lot of the rookies were in the Series 2. However, for the entire set, the Jordan base card is really the one that we're after. So we have, like I said, we have 36 packs here. As you can see, they were 59 cents each. I guess that's what I paid for them. It looks like they were purchased at the Toy Works, which was I think they were like a sub-store of KB Toys when they were around. And during the junk wax time, which I guess this probably falls in the kind of the middle of that. You could find this stuff everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. You could walk into any store and they'd be selling cards. So I obviously decided to pick up a box of these somewhere along the way. All right, so we got a lot of ripping to do here, so we should probably get cracking, as there are 36 of these guys to get into. I don't honestly remember if I actually did open a box of these somewhere along the way. I was just going through my collection and I didn't find any of these cards. So this would be a new adventure for me. So let's again get into these and see what we can find. And there's no gum in these. I guess these were maybe stickers or inserts. All right, so we got an Alvin Robertson League Leaders card. And yeah, I think these are Series 1, because from what I read, Series 1 went up to card number 240. Don Chaney. And we got a Nakeem Olajuwon. That's a nice one. Mookie Blaylock. Oh, we got another nice one. All-star team here. Dominique Wilkins. Larry Brown. Rodney McRae. Gary Grant. 91 All-Star game. It looks like, was that Barkley? Ewing's in the middle with Isaiah Thomas and Jordan. I'm not sure. Is that Bernard King? Actually, I think that is Bernard King. We got Richie Adubato. Larry Nance. Big fan of Larry Nance. Vern Fleming, Kevin Johnson, and Gary Payton. And this actually looks like it would be Gary Payton's rookie card. So we do have a rookie here with a wax stain on the back. All right. I might breeze through some of these if they start getting repetitive. So I might not read off all of the names. All right, so we got Johnny Newman, who did play for the Knicks. He was actually pretty good for them. Dennis Scott, Drazen Petrovic. He was quite good. He, unfortunately, was killed in an auto accident after, like, I want to say maybe his third year in the league, possibly his fourth year in the league. But he was only, like, about 27 years old when he was killed. It was unfortunate. Rod Higgins, Felton Spencer, Kevin McHale, These are neat looking cards with the blue borders, and most of these seem to be pretty good action shots. Harvey Grant, the twin brother of Horace, Isaiah Thomas, Eric Lechner, Rick Smits, Ed Pinkney, Buck Johnson, Will Perdue, and Ken Norman. All right, John Stockton, Hall of Famer John Stockton, obviously a tremendous player. James Donaldson. Spud Webb, I do not remember him playing for the Kings. Mark Eaton, 7'5", I believe, Mark Eaton. I actually met Mark Eaton at Madison Square Garden when I was like 14. It was an interesting scenario. It was like an ant standing next to a mountain. Chris Dudley, Craig Elo, Cliff Robinson, Sean Kemp. Is this a rookie card? No, this looks like a second year. He looked like he was going to have an unbelievable career. And then he kind of let himself go. He started putting on a lot of weight when he was like in his late 20s and really just wasn't the same player anymore. Theodore, otherwise known as Blue Edwards, slam dunk. I guess this is an insert card. Bill Cartwright, Purvis Ellison, Terry Catledge, Miguel Knight, and Marcus Liberty. Oh, we got one of my favorite guys on the back here. All right, Tyrone Corbin. I guess Terry Cummings, Jerome Richardson, Rex Chapman, Byron Scott, Clyde Drexler. That's a nice one. Rory Sparrow, Dee Brown, Sherman Douglas, Kevin Johnson, Eddie Johnson, John Koncak, James Edwards, and Dale Ellis. I was always a big fan of his. Tremendous shooter. And I honestly don't remember him playing for the Bucks. I remember him going to the Spurs. I guess that was after the Bucks. All right. So we have not found any Michael Jordan cards yet. All right, so I guess this is like an insert card here. That's kind of neat looking. It's like a painted portrait. 3 of 6. That's neat looking. David Robertson, we got our first checklist. Darnell Valentine, Tom Chambers. There's a base Karl Malone. So we got 2 Karl Malones in one pack. Bob Hill, Jim Less, E.C. Green, Alvin Robertson, Wes Unseld, Mark Jackson. I loved Mark Jackson when he played at St. John's. I wanted the Knicks to draft him so bad, and when they did, it was almost like unbelievable. Cliff Levingston and Xavier McDaniel. And wow, I really do not remember him playing for Phoenix either. I thought he went from Seattle to the Knicks, and then the Knicks, I think he went to the Celtics after that. All right. And we got Jerry Sloan, Glenn Rice, Reggie Williams, Rick Adelman, Mike Schuler, Charles Barkley. There's a nice one. And we got Chris Mullin. That's a cool looking shot there. All-star team of Tim Hardaway and Patrick Ewing, Jay Humphries, Bill Laimbeer, Ronell Coles, Buck Williams, and Sam Bowie. Sam Bowie, who got drafted ahead of Michael Jordan. Somehow, Portland really needed a center, and they had Clyde Drexler already, so they didn't have a need for a second player that was of similar talents. Right. Kenny Smith, Tom Tolbert. Here's another Barkley, all-star team, Charles Barkley. He was a very entertaining player. He still is quite entertaining on television. Ron Harper. I have actually had the pleasure of meeting Ron Harper several times. I play golf with a bunch of buddies, and he plays at the same club. So I've had the pleasure of meeting and actually conversating with him this summer. I met with him a couple of times. Extremely outgoing, nice guy. Really, really nice guy. Very considerate of others. I'm happy to say that I've met him and had a chance to talk to him. Randy White, Scott Skiles, I guess a generic all-star. Reggie Miller, Mark Price, Ricky Pierce. Here's our first Jordan. This is the all-star team, obviously. This is an insert set from what I remember reading. And it looks like it might be a little off-center, at least on the back here, but it's a nice card. So yeah, we got our first Jordan. Not the big one, not the base one, but at least we got one. All right, we got Olden Polynice and Chris Morris. I did not mean to not say Jack Sikma. Alrighty, so we got Tim Hardaway, Rick Mahorn, Brian Shaw, James Worthy. Great player. Mark Aguirre, Kevin Willis, Detlef Shrimp. Another all-star game. They got a lot of all-star game cards. I guess this was all just like one big insert set. Eric Floyd, Reggie Lewis, who, that was really unfortunate what happened with him. I don't know, was he even 30 when he passed? I remember seeing the news about that. That was pretty tough. And we got Danny Manning, and we have another Jordan card. This time we have the league leaders. And this, again, is part of another insert set. It's a good-looking card. And we got Rolando Blackman, who was just about to go to the Knicks from here, and Ramil Robinson. All right, so we're at the end of our first stack here. Slam dunk card on the bottom there. And we got another Rolando Blackman, another Jordan League leaders. Thurl Bailey, another Ramil Robinson, Brad Daugherty, Kenny Smith, Benoit Benjamin, Terry Porter, B.J. Armstrong, Sean Kemp, Nick Anderson, Liddell Eccles, Orlando Woolridge, and D. Brown. So it looks like on a few of these cards that we've pulled that the collation is pretty consistent. It looked like the pattern there was pretty similar. All right. They're actually exactly similar. So we will move on to our next stack here. All right, so we're seeing some cards we've seen already. Thurl Bailey, Kenny Smith, Brad Daugherty, Terry Porter, Benoit Benjamin, Sean Kemp, B.J. Armstrong, Liddell Eccles, Ramil Robinson, Thurl Bailey, Kenny Smith, Brad Daugherty. These are repeating themselves. Maybe we'll get a pack like that has 2 Jordans in it. That would be pretty awesome. All right, we got a new card on the bottom here. We have yet to see that one. We got another Sean Kemp, B.J. Armstrong, Liddell Eccles, Nick Anderson, D. Brown, Orlando Woolridge. That's funny. I honestly, I don't remember him playing for the Nuggets either. Tony Campbell, Willie Anderson. He was pretty good. He played with the Spurs for a while. Michael Williams, Sam Perkins, Danny Ainge, Tyrone Bogues, Little Train Simmons. Is that his nickname, Little Train? I'm not sure, actually. I could be wrong about that. He was an unbelievable college player. I actually went to West Point and watched, where do you go to college? LaSalle, I think. And I watched him play. Yep, he went to LaSalle. And he scored like 30 points in the first half, and they were up by about 30 or 35 points at halftime. And he might have played about 4 minutes of the second half, and then he and the whole rest of the first team just sat on the bench. They just annihilated the cadets. But it was a chance to see a superstar player, college player, who eventually went on to the NBA. And we got our Larry Bird here. This could be one of his last cards, actually, because he retired, I think, after the next season. 91-92, I think, was the last year that he played. Right after the Olympics, he retired. Good-looking card. All right. All right, so we have Willie Burton, Jeff Hornacek, Armin Gilliam, Joe Dumars, Larry Smith, Rod Higgins, Drazen Petrovic, Kevin McHale, Felton Spencer, Isaiah Thomas. We've seen Eric Lechner. I don't know if we had seen that one yet. And Buck Johnson. Yeah, these the collation on this is definitely consistent. We're seeing the cards in the same order when we pull them out. All right, Pinckney, Ken Norman, Will Perdue, James Donaldson, John Stockton, Mark Eaton, Spud Webb, Craig Elo, Dudley, Sean Kemp, Cliff Robinson, Cartwright, Blue Edwards, and Terry Catledge. I think we've had that exact pack before. Purvis Ellison, Marcus Liberty, Miguel Knight, Terry Cummings, Tyrone Corbin, Rex Chapman, Jerome Richardson, Clyde Drexler. I think we pulled one of these before. Byron Scott, D. Brown, Roy Sparrow, Kevin Johnson, Sherman Douglas, John Concack. Yeah, I think we did pull a Drexler earlier. All right, Eddie Johnson, another Dale Ellis, James Edwards. Oh, here we go. This is a nice one. So this is the third different Jordan card that we've pulled. And this, again, is an insert. And there are 3D inserts. I don't know if this is considered the 3D. I'm just trying to see if there's any kind of notation about this on here. Doesn't say anything. It looks kind of like from Space Jam, but there are a few other cards that look like that one in that set. I got a checklist. David Robinson, Tom Chambers, Darnell Valentine, Bob Hill. We got another Karl Malone here. AC Green, Jim Les. It's unsold there. We've seen all those. Okay. We had that insert was the thing that was different in that pack. Okay. Cliff Levingston, Mark Jackson, Jerry Sloan, McDaniel, Reggie Williams, Glenn Rice, Mike Schuler, Rick Adelman, Chris Mullen, another Charles Barkley. We got another Patrick Ewing All-Star, Tim Hardaway, Bill Laimbeer, and Jay Humphreys. Still no Jordan base card, but we have found a bunch of other Jordans. Buck Williams, Ronell Coles, Kenny Smith, Sam Bowie, another Barkley, Tom Tolbert, Randy White, Ron Harper, another All-Star game, Scott Skiles, Reggie Miller. Here's another Jordan All-Star. I mean, these are nice. I mean, these cards are in phenomenal condition. Okay, Golden Polonies, Jack Sigma, Tim Hardaway, Chris Morris, Brian Shaw, Rick Mahorn. Is one stuck to this here? No. Mark Aguirre, another James Worthy, Shrimp, Kevin Willis, Eric Floyd, another All-Star, Eddie Manning, and Reggie Lewis. All right, so that takes care of our first two stacks. Okay. Hopefully we will find at least one of the base ones. All right, so here's one of the base Jordans, sorry. So here is another one of those inserts. And like I said, I don't know if, because I was reading that there was like 3D insert. Yeah, this really does not allude to what type of card that is. These are different ones. Rod Strickland, Jerome Kersey, Maurice Cheeks, another Stockton, Dick Mata, Travis Mays. Oh, here's a Magic. That's a nice one. Antoine Carr, Paul Westhead, Charles Oakley, John Paxson, and Mark West. Yeah, those were a few different ones. Jim Lina, Ronnie Cycli, Joe Wolf. Yeah, these are cards we haven't seen before. Another All-Star card. Gene Littles, Johnny Dawkins, Mitch Richmond, John Stockton All-Star, Casey Jones, Fred Roberts, Dennis Rodman. Another All-Star game, Pat Riley, and Derek Coleman. All right, so maybe there will be a couple of Jordans hiding in these packs. All right, so Otis Thorpe, we got a Hakeem Olajuwon league leader card, Phil Jackson, Bo Kimball, That whole thing was sad. With his buddy at Loyola Marymount, Hank Gather. Sorry, his name was escaping me for a second there. Herb Williams, Otis Smith, Del Harris, Chuck Person, John Williams, Sidel Threet, Matt Gukas, Kiki Vandeweghe, Hersey Hawkins, and Chuck Daly. Great coach, great coach. Great hair too. Yeah, these cards are so far have been a little different than what we saw in the first half of the box. All right, we got an Olajuwon All-Star. I don't think we'd seen that one. Frank Bukowski, Vinnie Johnson, Don Chaney, Alvin Robertson, Mookie Blaylock. There's another Olajuwon. We did see this one earlier. Larry Brown. This Dominique, I think we had this one as well. Gary Grant, Ronnie McRae, Richie Adebato, another All-Star, and Vern Fleming. Okay. Larry Nance, Gary Payton, Kevin Johnson All-Star, Dennis Scott, Johnny Newman, Tyrone Hill, Reggie Miller, Todd Murphy, Kendall Gill, Scott. I think that's the first Scottie Pippen we've found. I think it is. It's the first Bernard King we found too. LaSalle Thompson, J.R. Reed, and Vernon Maxwell. All right, so another All-Star team card, or All-Star game card. Charles Smith, Robert Parrish, Derek Harper, another Karl Malone All-Star. There's another Blue Edwards card. This is the first Dominique Wilkins base that we've found. Huge fan of his. He was a really fun guy to watch play. Danny Ferry, Chris Mullen, Derek McKee, Buck Williams, Horace Grant, Rex Chapman, Jerry Reynolds. All right, so we have A.J. English, Todd Lichty, Kendall Gill, Sean Elliott, Sam Mitchell, Del Curry, Joe Wilkins, Kevin Duckworth, Terry Teagle, Kevin Gamble, Wayne Tisdale, Dan Marley, Kevin Edwards, and David Robinson, league leader. I'm a little surprised that we have not come across a single base Jordan this far into the box. All right, Brian Oliver, Danny Shays, Chris Jackson, who later was changed his name to, was it Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, I believe. All right, so we got a David Robinson again, looking the portrait or 3D or whatever these are. I'll have to look those up. We got another checklist. I guess there were 2 checklists in this series. Paul Pressey, Jeff Malone, Trent Tucker, Bob Weiss, Chris Ford. That's the first Vladdy Divac we've seen. Dwayne Coswell. I just want to go back to that for a second. I think this is, what, his second-year card? Yeah, this is his second-year card. His rookie's in the previous set. Kevin Lockery and Cotton Fitzsimmons. He was a fun coach to watch. He was very animated on the sideline. There we go. We finally got our base Michael Jordan card. Let's check this out. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good, although this top right corner here looks slightly rounded. But otherwise, surface looks really smooth. Nice looking card. Took us how many packs? 26 packs. 27th pack, we finally got him. All right, so we got Patrick Ewing, base card, Jimmy Rogers, Bill Fitch, Blair Rasmussen, Grant Long, Lenny Wilkins, Mike Dunleavy, Serenus Marcellonis. He was a good player. He only played in the NBA for a handful of years, but he was pretty good. Ron Anderson, there's an Olajuwon All-Star, Chuck Daly, Vinnie Johnson, and Frank Bukowski. All right, so we got one stack to go here. Okay, so we have Mark West, Joe Wolf, Ronnie Cycli, Gene Littles, another All-Star game, Mitch Richmond, Johnny Dawkins, Casey Jones, Stockton, Rodman, Fred Roberts, Pat Riley, another All-Star game. Well, they're big on the All-Star game in this set. I feel like there's a bunch of cards that we've pulled like 4 and 5 of already. We got another one of those portrait cards, Charles Barkley. So we have 4 of them now, I think. And I think there's 6 in the set. Is that right? 6 of them? This is number 3 of 6, yes. Okay, Don Nelson, Rod Strickland, Maurice Cheeks, Jerome Kersey, Dick Mata, John Stockton, another Magic, Travis Mays, Paul Westhead, Antoine Carr, John Paxson, Charles Oakley, and Jim Wynham. That's a big leader. I was going to say is that I thought that was going to be another one of those portrait ones. All right, Derek Coleman, Phil Jackson is an Olajuwon league leader. Herb Williams, Bill Kimball, Dill Harris, Otis Smith, John Williams, Chuck Person, Matt Gukas, Adele Threed, Hersey Hawkins, Vandoe, and a Reggie Miller league leader card. Got a Dominique base card on this one on the back. It's got wax on it. Tyrone Hill, Kendall Gill, Todd Murphy, another Bernard King, another Scottie Pippen. I feel like those cards were reversed in a previous pack. J.R. Reed, LaSalle Thompson, another All-Star game, Vernon Maxwell, Robert Parrish, Charles Smith, another Malone, Eric Harper, and our Dominique Wilkins base card. I think that's the second one of those we've found. All right, so we got another Blue Edwards, Chris Mullin, Andy Ferry, Buck Williams, Derek McKee, Rex Chapman, Horace Grant, A.J. English, Jerry Reynolds, Kendall Gill, Todd Lichty, Sam Mitchell, Sean Elliott, and Gerald Wilkins. All right, so we're down to our last 4 packs here. Looks like we got another checklist on the back. Del Curry. Did we find one of him earlier? I'm not sure if we did. Terry Teagle, Kevin Duckworth, Raymond Tisdale, Kevin Gamble, Kevin Edwards, Dan Marley. Yeah, I don't remember these cards. I don't remember that Dan Marley card. Brian Oliver. I remember. Actually, I don't know if we had a David Robinson league leader. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I don't. Oh, Chris Jackson. Okay, yeah, we definitely saw one of him. Danny Shays. Oh, this is a new one. Patrick Ewing portrait card. Paul Pressey and the checklist. All right, so Trent Tucker, Jeff Malone, okay, Chris Ford, Bob Weiss, Dwayne Coswell, Buddy Divac, Cotton Fitzsimmons, Kevin Lockery, another Patrick Ewing. Maybe I was just going to say there might be another Jordan in here because the Ewing was there with the Jordan before. This one looks better than the first one. Yeah, the corners definitely they all look sharp on this one. That is a really good one. I don't know what that is there. It's like a little white speck. I don't know if that's like an imperfection or something. Yeah, that's a really nice one there. All right, so at least we got one really good looking Jordan. Bill Fitch, Jimmy Rogers, Grant Long, and another Blair Rasmussen. All right, so we got 2 packs left here. Okay, Mike Dunleavy, Lenny Wilkins, Ron Anderson. Ron Anderson was a really good shooter. I remember him having a lot of big games against the Knicks. We got another Marcelonis, Dwight Benjamin, Terry Porter, B.J. Armstrong, Sean Kemp, Nick Anderson, Liddell Eccles, Orlando Woolridge, D. Brown, Willie Anderson, and Tony Campbell. All right, so we are on our final pack of the break here. We got a Willie Anderson, another Tony Campbell, Tyrone Bogues, Michael Williams, Danny Ainge, Sam Perkins. We got our second Larry Bird, Lionel Simmons, Jeff Hornacek, Willie Burton, John Battle, Armin Gilliam. I don't remember. Oh, we did have one Armin Gilliam earlier. Larry Smith and Joe Dumars. So we have made it through all of the packs. And I guess these are our highlights. Larry Bird, we got one Jordan there. We got the Ewing, Dominique Wilkins, Pippen, Bernard King, Olajuwon, Erwin Johnson, Barkley portrait, another Olajuwon. There's our second Jordan. That was actually the first one we pulled. Another Dominique Wilkins, another Bernard King, a couple Scottie Pippens, another Dominique Wilkins All-Star, another Olajuwon, and that's a different Jordan, All-Star Jordan. Here is the Space Jam Jordan, is what it looks like. Drexler, second Bird. There's a Jordan League leader, another Jordan League leader, another Jordan All-Star. A couple more Barkleys here, a Malone portrait, Bill Ellis, Drexler, Gary Payton. That might have been the only Gary Payton in the whole box, unless I missed one later on. Another Dominique and a Hakeem. All right, so those were our highlights. We did get two Jordan base cards. And like I said, the second one we got, I can see that ding on that top right corner. The second one definitely looks a lot better as far as like solid physical condition. It does have that white spot there, which I'm not sure. I can't tell what that is. But anyway, pretty nice break. I do honestly think this is the first time I've opened a box of these. I've obviously been sitting on it for 30 years. So this was fun to go back and open basketball packs and basically recognize all of the names. That's always a good thing. It makes it a little easier. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I think we're going to try to do this the first of the month. Moving forward, we'll do a full box break. So we look forward to bringing a whole bunch more of those to you guys. And next week we'll go back to doing what we had done to this point, and hopefully we'll continue that moving forward as well. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I totally enjoyed opening this box. It was nice to look at these cards. It's always great to open up old cards and basically have them be brand new. So we will see you guys next on Monday for our Modern Monday. We're going to do 2020-21 Upper Deck Artifacts Hockey. So that'll be something new to bring. And as always, please hit that like and subscribe button. And everybody enjoy your weekend. Please stay safe. And we will see you on Monday. Take care.